Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to the air here. Complete out to the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's go.
Throwing off the play fake here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, time out 2. Time out 2. Time out 2.
Man in motion here.
Out.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Sidney Brown in on that stop. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
All right, come on. Turbo 1, high. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
2 now from the gun. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. They'll work it a couple of yards. Cooper DeJean with the stop. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw here on first down. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Set. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Fires right away, but incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Shut up. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Benson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Benson on the counter. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's dropping back to throw. Brought in close to the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And now they have a 1st and goal. Benson will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. They're going to pass on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
A couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Throwing with a blitz on the way. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
A loss of 11. It's second and 21 at the 38-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now lead by 10. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's trying to push the field. Christian is in with the INT. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front.
Yep.
And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
Airing it out to start this drive. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Viking 18. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down, ball at the 36.
Bring it. Here we go, Shaq.
Here's the handoff. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Come on, set.
running it after the penalty. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They manage 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, here we go. Second down.
18, Pioneer, go!
Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
79 Bronco, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Check go.
Here he is on third and long. He puts some power on a deep one left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And now they're staring at fourth and long. The Giants are set to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Oh my goodness, I have never seen this before. Doesn't let it bounce into the end zone. It is fair caught at the 1. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Eagles will take possession. Benson on 1st and 10. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. They give on second to Benson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So out now comes the punter. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. He'll field this at the 48. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Giants are going to like where they start out for this drive. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Another carry for him. He finds space into the red zone. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure on its way. And a man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. So it'll be second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Let's go now.
Second and 10 now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing third and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
They're going to throw it on third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. Shaheed on to handle the return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
Here we go, set. Hunt, hunt.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Come on, set. Ready.
They'll throw it. And his pass is going to fall incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Let's go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Brought down by Jalen Carter. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
7 Pirates, Dragon 60. Go.
Now on second and 10. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. He's got it deep downfield. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
1st down from the red zone. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Shaheed now to return. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Jukes out a 1-stop. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Benson. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Benson once more. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets him around 6 there. Hauled down by Christian Izien. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
Staying on the ground with Benson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that. Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Pass play coming here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Izien with the INT. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Cougar 19, set. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Set. Ready.
From midfield on 2nd down. Dumps it off to his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warrior 70.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Go.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And this one doesn't go far.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Looking for a throw here. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6 now. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Giants get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
They've got first down from the 31.
Cowboy 80. Ready? Trap 60. Trap 60. Hut, hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Hawk 70. Hawk. Here we go. Shot.
They'll run it from the gun. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Come on. Set. Set. Hey. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Ready?
Give now to the running back. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Trying the right side. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Going to the ground again on first. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants continue piling it on here in the 4th. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Take go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 4. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays, you lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
1st down, ball at the 36. Here's the handoff. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. The Giants using their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready, go!
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. That one's complete, right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 1. Completes this one to Rice. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. And they pick him off again. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got it. Ready?
2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. Little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year.